Hi, welcome to Fox Valley Today. I'm Barb Nadeau. It's May. That means we have to talk to the American Legion. Well, you know what? I would talk to the American Legion any day, but I can't get them over here very often. But today I'm very happy to have Plano American Legion representatives here with me. Art McGava has been on our stage numerous times. He's the commander of the Plano American Legion, Post 395. And Ralph Torres, someone new to our stage. Ralph is here to tell us about some of the upcoming events. And the reason I say it's May and we have to have the Legion is because you gentlemen have an awful lot on the calendar for, well, you do all year round, but it seems like you have a lot you want to share with us today.
We certainly do. We certainly do. Thank you for having us, Barb, again.
Thank you, Art, and thank you, Ralph, for coming.
Thank you.
I always think of you come May because Memorial Day is coming up, and we're going to talk a little bit later about your Memorial Day celebrations and observances. Probably one of the first things that I ever did, like public, community-wide thing after moving to Plano, discovered your wonderful Memorial Day celebration, and it's so sweet that I think of May, I think of you guys.
Well, thank you.
That's the truth.
Yeah, it's an opportunity for us at the Post and for the community too, especially for the community, to recognize and to honor the veterans before and present veterans that are serving our country, and so we look forward to it every year. And
of course, that's something that we may think of when we think of the American Legion. We think of you guys all dressed up and maybe with your rifles, maybe just with the flags, just standing in observance and reminding us how important our country is. But it's just a small part, really, maybe the most important part, but a small part of what you do. You have a very active post, Art.
Very much. We're very, very active, and we're very proud of it. And we can only accomplish these things with the help of our veterans, specifically young men like Ralph Torres and many others that are involved with us, and also our friends, what we call Friends of our Legion, and they're volunteers. They may be a veteran, they may not be, they may be a member, they may not be, but they're more than welcome, and they enjoy coming down and being a part of it. We're doing a remodeling at the Post right now, putting new lights in, painting, and doing other things too. We're going to be doing some work on the outside with the blacktop driveways and parking area and stuff like that. So we are doing a lot of things this year. I'm very proud to just say that, as you well know, Bob Whitmer is the junior vice at this time. Ralph's been nominated for junior vice. We'll have our elections very soon, and Bob has been nominated for commander, and I do support him, and he's proven that he's ready for it. So we're excited about the coming months, actually.
Yeah,
so.
Very exciting. Well, I want to talk about some of the upcoming events that you have.
Sure.
But before we do that, we got to find out more about Ralph. Ralph, how long have you been a member of the Legion?
I've only really been a member of the Legion since last September. So it's only been about 9 months that I've been active in the Post as a member there.
And what brought you to the Plano Legion?
I've heard a lot of good things about the Legion in Plano, and I've known Art for a number of years, and he's asked me a couple times over the years, I should come down and check it out and join up, and I came down one day and really took a look at what was going on and saw a lot of things that they were doing, not only at the Legion for the members, but for the community, and so I decided to take the step and join.
We've talked a lot in the past, times that you've come to the show, and just in conversation about membership in the Legion and why it's important to you and to the rest of the community, but what brings people into the Post. And I know you're always seeking to reach out to these guys who may not even consider, have never thought about it and don't realize what a home they have in the Legion. And so it's great to have you as a member of Post 395 and representing them here today. Ralph, tell us a little bit about your history in the military.
My history, when I joined the military, it was back the first Gulf War, and I joined in, got swept up in everything going on and ran down the first recruiter I could find and joined up. And good and bad, that conflict was over rather quickly. So I was not privileged to serve over in the Middle East. But I spent 8 years in the military as a military cartographer, made maps for the military. And that took me all over the world. I was stationed at Fort Bragg, North Carolina for a number of years. And I was also stationed in Hawaii for a couple of years. My daughter was born there. We enjoyed our time. And I was all over the country doing different exercises, training soldiers all over the country.
That is fascinating. Oh, I want to learn more about this already. Yeah. That's very, and you know, I asked you that, and the reason I asked you that is because we can rarely get these guys to talk about what they've done or where they've been, and we know that every single job is important.
Sure.
Whether you were stateside or overseas, you were an important part, important cog in the whole system, and we know that. But what do you do now?
Now I work for Ulta Beauty. My wife loves that, that I work there. And,
gives her a good discount.
Oh yeah. The first question she had was, what's the discount when I started working there? And what I do there is I'm market research. I assist the company in finding new locations for their stores, which ties back to my military training, being a map maker, site selection. I'm just doing it in a different arena now. Now I'm not looking at places to move troops. Now I'm looking at places to put stores. So.
Wow. So your military background can change, you know, your path in life so many different ways,
Sure.
and what a value.
And assist also.
And then now we have you here. Yes. You're here to tell us about a lot of great things coming up, and I ran out of space. I was trying to scribble them down, and I ran out of space. But I want to ask you, first of all, this Sunday you're going to have a dance.
Yes, this Sunday we're having the Talk of the Town swing band that's going to be there, and they're a great group based out of Sandwich here, and they are going to offer swing dance lessons from 3 to 4. You know, if you come on down, they'll teach you how to swing dance, and they're going to perform from 4 to 6. So it sounds like it's going to be a great time. I've never seen them. I'm looking forward to it, coming down and trying it out.
Yeah, you're bringing your wife, and you're coming early, right?
Yes, oh, definitely. Definitely. She may not know it yet, but she's going to try it out.
They are so talented, the Talk of the Town Swing Band, and they're a great dance band because they're such good musicians, and their beat is so true. Their music is so true that dancers love to dance for them.
Well, sounds like you're experienced that.
I've been to Talk of the Town swing dances before, and they're a lot of fun.
Well, we're going to find out.
Yeah.
So we welcome everybody into
How much is it?
Yeah. What do they charge? $5 at the door, is it?
I think it is. I don't have that right on me, but I would
it's not much.
No, it's very, very minimal. But I would like to say that they are benefiting. All the proceeds of that is going to the Honor Flight Chicago. All the proceeds that we make that day are going towards that. And the Honor Flight Chicago is a great organization. I'm sure you know of it. That they, you know, cater to the World War II veterans and give them an award-winning trip to Washington, you know, flights, you know, throughout the year. So, and it's a great organization to benefit for that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so that's the Talk of the Town Swing Band at the Legion on Sunday. A lesson starting at 3 o'clock. You're going to want to get there early. You know, it's not hard to swing, but it just gets more and more fun the more you do it and the better you get. Are you a swing dancer?
No, but I'm going to try it.
Okay, all right, you better. And then that's a great way to start May, a little bit of celebration, and then you go right into Poppy Days. And I understand you're going to be selling poppies for several days, and there's several different locations you're going to be and a lot of different people involved.
That's true. Clarification on poppies. A lot of people think
I said sell. Yeah, because I always buy them. I always feel like I'm buying them. I'm not really buying them.
It's a donation. We ask for a donation for our veterans in the homes. That's who make the poppies. I don't know if people know that or not. They make the poppies for the veterans, and it's primarily an auxiliary. Our ladies auxiliary function. Our president Melody Harrod is chairing that, And we are going to be in different locations, and I don't know if you have the locations, Ralph. I know it's Walmart and the gas station, a couple gas stations, and the banks, stuff like that. We'll be around though.
How important is it to give a donation and pop one of those poppies on your lapel?
Well, it's twofold. It's respect for those that have served and lost their lives in the war, but also it's to pay for the continuation of poppies and to help the veterans that are in the homes, veteran homes, to have something to do with their hands, of course, in their minds, and then in turn, after they make them, then it turns over for the next year. So it's very important.
It's that connectivity between the people, the veterans in the VA hospitals.
That's right.
And then that the continuity between them and the veterans that are out in, handing them out, and those that have passed on.
Sure, and not just veterans that our auxiliary, our SAL, our friends of the Legion. They're out there supporting that project too. So yeah, we're always excited for Poppy Days. So
I remember as a child, my mother would always recite that poem. When why are we buying why are we getting poppies, Mom? Why why are we
poppy fields.
And she would talk about in Flanders Field the poppies grow, and that's back from World War I.
Yes. So
we had this conversation a couple of years ago, I think, Art, and you responded and got me a copy of that poem. And I still have it. I found it the other day. Thought of you.
In the archives.
Very sweet memories.
Yeah.
And as you said, it's to remember any soldier that's lost their life in a war.
And anybody would like that poem, to feel free to stop at the post, and we can accommodate them too. And any other information and poppies at the post. We're open every day except for Monday, and from noon or 1 o'clock during the week, and then noon on the weekends. And feel free to come down and ask.
I have to say that's an observance that is getting close to 100 years old. And it's old, but it's new, and it's
ongoing.
It's so nice that the American Legion is still making and providing poppies for all of us after all these years.
It'll never cease. In my opinion, it will never cease.
Not with good people like you and the ladies auxiliary,
all of us, Ralph, and everybody.
The women's auxiliary at the Plano
That's
American
very
Legion.
much true.
Absolutely. Right now on your screen is the phone number if you want more information about the Legion, and there's somebody answering that phone all the time, it seems. That's wonderful. But if they're not there, they will get back with you. You can also get to them at 510 East Dearborn Street in Plano. It's just a short drive, and it's a great facility. Talk about the talk of the town, swing band. It's going to be upstairs, I'm guessing, because you need lots of space to swing.
It is.
In that large reception hall. It's a beautiful. You've had wedding receptions there. You've had all kinds of special dinners there.
We have just recently. It's last night, in fact. I rented it to, and we rent the hall, and that's how we pay the bills, keep the lights on, and do our remodeling and stuff. But I rented it to a family for a baptism. It's rented quite often, especially starting now for birthdays and baptisms and weddings, etc., etc. So if anybody wants to rent it, and it's very reasonable. A basic price is $300 to rent it. There's some other expenses on it, of course, after that. But you won't find a better place. There's nothing against any other halls, but
you won't find a better place. It's a beautiful facility. You've got a great kitchen, commercial kitchen. You've got a wonderful lounge downstairs, and you've got ample parking, great location, and great people to work with. And we're going to talk more about things that are going on at the Legion, because we've just scratched the surface. Ralph brought a binder full of things for us to talk about today. So we're going to take a really quick break right now, but remember that number that you just saw on your screen, and look up the Plano American Legion. You're going to be really glad you did. I understand you're on Facebook.